Hello, today I present to you a game named Hunter Master of Arrows by WhaleApp. It's on the market for quite some time now and I've been playing it for a few weeks. In fact, I already leveled to the maximum character level and highest gear. Just recently they released an update to version 2, and that's what we are looking at today. Hunter Master of Arrows, or MOA as the cool kids call it, is in no way a copy of Archero, a game which is 10 times more successful. Speaking of success, I've been playing it for 3 months now and was very active in a clan, and we noticed that week after week folks were quitting the game. What's going on? Have they reached the maximum level like I did and had no challenges after that? Was WhaleApp unable to create more levels to motivate? Or were they unable to prevent cheating, which demotivates? Who knows? We wrote ticket after ticket to their support and always got the same answer that everything will be better after the next update. Well, then have a look at this update. Version 2.0.1 on iPhone describes 7 bullet points. A map with new missions, chapters and dungeons where you'll be able to find lots of valuable items. All new user interface, easier and more clear to use. New dismantling feature which allows for disassembling of your equipment items and reclaiming gold. Added push notifications which can be managed from the settings menu. Improved clan competition and matchmaking. Updated equipment fusion algorithm. New and updated sound effects. Let's talk about that one after another. I personally don't like push notifications, so it's not interesting for me. Clan competition is now available for me again. There was a fine exploit with which you could gain millions of points with enough time on your hands. Perhaps something for an upcoming video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon if you want to see this. Equipment fusion was part of the exploit, so it was foreseeable that they would update the algorithm. What changed? In version 1 you could level up grey items to level 20. In version 2 grey items can be leveled to level 5, green to level 10 and blue to 20. What's still unchanged? Loading your inventory is awfully slow. It takes so much time that you'd think the game is crashed. But honestly, this only affects veterans like me. New players would not see this problem. The new dismantling feature is neat for reclaiming your gold. But this is also not interesting for me. Maybe useful for clan competition. Don't forget to click the bell icon. Now there are 3 bullet points left, which are essentially the same. New sound effects, new user interface and map with new missions. New missions. Are you kidding me? Missions were formerly called chapters. There used to be updates every 2 to 4 weeks with new chapters. Each chapter had 30 to 50 levels and playing through a chapter was quite challenging. A chapter playthrough took around 15 to 20 minutes. You could pause and resume at any time. And you could watch ads. Roughly 10 video ads through a playtime of 20 minutes. Which means 20 minutes of playtime and roughly 5 minutes of ad watch time. Because the developers need to make a living somehow. In version 1 there were 10 chapters and in my clan we were already finished with it and eagerly waiting for chapters 11 and 12. Now we have it. New missions. Definitely a new map. Cool. But hey, there are still chapters. Instead of 10 chapters we now have 5. And they look very familiar to me. Instead of playing a chapter with 50 levels, chapters are now divided into 15 missions. Normal missions have 12 levels and it takes about 5 minutes to finish. Dungeons have 24 levels and it takes about 10 minutes. That means they just took the old content, stretched it, gave it a facelift and done. And instead of 10 ads in 20 minutes of gaming, you now only have 5 ads. Woohoo! 5 ads within 5 minutes of gaming. Wait, what? Is that more? In version 1, you could spend 20% of your in-game time with ads. Now you have more likely 50% of your time to stare at these ads. But the developers need to make a living. Before sounding too negative, the game is okay. You don't need to watch the ads, you can skip it. You don't need to pay to win, you are okay with leveling on your own. Most of my criticism is only valid for players who played the game from the beginning. We have no chance to level up or have new weapons or armor. For new players, the game is okay. If there were new players. For months, the downloads of the game were abysmal. And it doesn't help that WhaleApp is slow on updates and doesn't promote the game. I have the feeling they don't make money with this game, so there is no need to spend money. My verdict. Instead of new levels, new weapons or new item rarity, WhaleApp presents us the same game with a facelift. Instead of 10 chapters, you now have it packed in 5 chapters. And you can play through the whole game in 2 to 3 days when you already have the strongest equipment. Veterans like me have nothing new in the game. Slightly changed mechanics for leveling items and item fusion, new music, slightly different graphics. When you're new to the game, give it a try. Like in Archero, you walk your avatar through dungeons and clear it stage by stage of monsters. You need skill and you slowly level up your character with better gear. No mindless idle game, but fun for many days. Or weeks. Or in my case, months. Negative? Many ads to watch. Positive? You can skip them. Negative? No new levels, no new gear. Positive? When you are new, you will have fun. If you want to see more about the clan competition, please let me know and I make a video about that. Then I could explain the former exploit and we can see if it still works. As I said, subscribe to my channel, try the game, or don't. It's up to you. That's all I have for you today. I am Florian and you are awesome.